Ever watch a finish to a race and thought to yourself, man, I wish Kyle Larson won the race? Or, man, I wish Chase Elliott won the race? Or, man, I wish Kyle Busch won the race? Well, you're in luck. I'm going back and redoing some of the finishes to these races. But I'm doing this not once, not twice, but 10 times with 10 winners. This is the 10 Winners Challenge. Our 7 of 10 Winners Challenge takes us back to the Daytona 500. In case you forgot, late in the race in this crash-filled Daytona 500, another crash occurred and the race ended under yellow. Hendrick Motorsports ended up finishing 1, 2, 3 while Rick Hendrick was battling leukemia. Jeff Gordon won the race for the first time ever. I'm going back and asking, what if this race was extended and had a green-white checkered finish? I'm going to take the end of this race and add 2 laps on. Since restarts back in the day were single file, I will respect that by giving some distance between the cars. Nevertheless, 10 attempts with 10 winners still applies. Plus, I will respect the old rule of if a wreck occurs on the last lap, we will race back to the line. Also, Jeff Gordon is still eligible to win the Daytona 500 since this is a different ending to the Daytona 500. Alright, let's turn back the clock to the finish of the 1997 Daytona 500. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all 4 Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Pace car pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. Bill Elliott taking no time as he's going to the high side immediately. Boy, Jeff Gordon did not get a good restart as Bill Elliott from 4th to 1st as Ricky Craven did not get going either. Bill Elliott blasts by Terry Labonte and Jeff Gordon, and in 4th place is Jeremy Mayfield in the 37. Down the back straightaway, Bill Elliott. He has won the Daytona 500 before, but he has not won it with his team. Number 94, McDonald's. McDonald's has been in victory at Daytona before. Jimmy Spencer in 1994. Through turn 3, Bill Elliott is beginning to pull away as we have 3 cars behind Bill Elliott, Labonte, Gordon, and Jeremy Mayfield. Mayfield to the inside, but he has no help. Here they come to the line. White flag is out for Bill Elliott. Terry Labonte dumps Jeff Gordon. Now he goes back up to Jeff Gordon as Mayfield and Gordon side by side as Bill Elliott continues to lead across this track. Jeff Gordon is now in 4th, but he's about to lose it to Jeff Burton in the 99 Exide Batteries Ford. Down the back straightaway, Bill Elliott is 1st. Jeremy Mayfield to the inside of Terry Labonte as Jeff Burton is now behind Mayfield. Through turn number 3, Bill Elliott, as we ride on board with him, look how bumpy the racetrack is. But Bill Elliott, as we've said before, he is a winner at Daytona. But here they come off of turn number 4. Bill Elliott, Jeremy Mayfield to the inside. Does he have enough? Side by side to the line. I believe Elliott has done it. And a miraculous side-by-side finish. Bill Elliott had a very strong car all race long. Had that incredible restart with Jeff Gordon and Terry Labonte. Here you see the top 10 on your screen. And Bill Elliott, the Ford Thunderbird, has won it here at Daytona. We will show you the finish cam here, and we will show you how close the finish really was. Jeremy Mayfield getting the help from Jeff Burton, and they are saying 2 100ths of a second was the margin between Elliott and Mayfield. Mike Skinner, you see their finish is 4th. Jeff Gordon will have to wait another year to win the Daytona 500. So congrats to Bill Elliott. As mentioned before, he has won the Daytona 500 before. and he has done it. Ted Musgrave also had a very good finish as well. So we will be right back here from Daytona as we will go to victory lane and talk with our winner, Bill Elliott, on the number 94 McDonald's Ford Thunderbird. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all 4 Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart. 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Pace car pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. Side by side down the front straightaway as Gordon and Labonte are 1, 2. Can Terry Labonte get the noses ahead as Bill Elliott is trying to push Terry Labonte ahead? Terry Labonte never won the Daytona 500. Jeff Gordon has never won the Daytona 500. Ricky Craven has never won a race ever. But look who's behind Ricky Craven. Sterling Marlin in the 4 car. Marlin has won 2 consecutive Daytona 500s, 1994 and 1995. 3 wide for second as Sterling Marlin, we were just talking about him, goes underneath Craven, and he is going to break up the Hendrick trio on board with Mark Martin through turn 3 and 4. Sterling Marlin is in front of Mark Martin, but he's behind Jeff Gordon. Can Jeff Gordon get his first career Daytona 500 victory? Marlin to the inside, and Mark Martin's going to follow with. White flag is out here at Daytona. Marlin underneath Gordon. Mark Martin is trying to make a statement. Could he go 3 wide? He does not. He follows in behind Marlin as they are 2 and 3 wide in this main pack. Sterling Marlin, he has won 2 in a row. He did not win 96. Dale Jarrett upset and won that. He did not upset. He won it. Mark Martin to the inside, but he has no help. Ward Burton stays to the outside, and Darrell Waltrip, he moves up the pack, and here he is in the 4th position as Marlin and Martin are going to be side by side off of turn number 4. Can Marlin get the edge? Darrell Waltrip, oh boy, Martin's going to go to block, and it's going to be so close at the line. An absolute photo finish at the line. I don't know who won it. Either Marlin got his 3rd Daytona 500 or Mark Martin has finally won his 1st Daytona 500. Darrell Waltrip almost made it. Another story. Darrell Waltrip has won the Daytona 500 before, but in his own ride now, he could have gotten his 2nd Daytona 500. So we do have a finish cam here, and it looks like Mark Martin was just ahead. So Mark Martin does win the 1997 Daytona 500. Weren't really talking much about him. He did run pretty well earlier in the race, but he kind of fell back in the end until now. So we will take a break here as we will go to victory lane and talk to Mark Martin, as he is your winner of the 1997 Daytona 500. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all 4 Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart. 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Pace car pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. Jeff Gordon immediately clears Terry Labonte down the front straightaway. Can Craven get behind the 3, and can they stay? 1, 2, 3. So far, yes, Bill Elliott has fallen behind Craven, and the top 4 are now single file. I think the top 5 too, because Sterling Marlin, there he is in the 5th spot in the number 4 car. Down the back straightaway, Gordon still leads as they are kicking up speed. Ricky Craven to the inside now. And Terry Labonte follows suit. Terry Labonte could potentially ditch his teammate, and the chance of going 1, 2, 3 might be dashed right there. So far so, as Bill Elliott is following Gordon, because Elliott knows that Gordon has a strong car. But look at the run Terry Labonte has through turn number 4. Down the front straightaway as they are now 2 wide. Labonte has 2 lanes to block as we have 1 lap to go in the 1997 Daytona 500. Mark Martin to the inside now. Terry Labonte still leads. Craven is following Terry. Oh boy, that was so close. Ricky Craven and Mark Martin almost made contact, but Craven gave room, and here comes Mark Martin down the back straightaway. Mark Martin has never won the Daytona 500 before. Terry Labonte, don't believe he's ever won the Daytona 500 either. Down the back straightaway, Terry Labonte has a 2-car length lead now across Mark Martin and Ricky Craven. Bill Elliott, he's on the high side. He has no help. He's starting to fall back. But coming off of turn number 4, Terry Labonte, he is in front, and it looks like he will win here at Daytona. Terry Labonte, your defending Winston Cup Series champion. His streak continues as he is a winner here at the Great American Race. Mark Martin, oh so close, finishing 2nd. And how about Ricky Rudd in the number 10 tied Ford? He ends up finishing in the top 5. Bill Elliott finished far outside the top 10. And Ricky Craven, he fell quite a ways back too. And so we'll show you the finish cam here as we show you Terry Labonte is indeed your winner. Martin 2nd, Marlin 3rd, and you just to see them all roar by. Dale Jarrett, after being in quite a few spins, he was able to stay in the main pack. But right now it is all about the Winston Cup champion from 1996 and 1984, Terry Labonte. Terry Labonte gives Hendrick another win in the Daytona 500. And what a very special moment this is. So we will take a break here as we will go to Victory Lane and talk to our new Daytona 500 winner, Terry Labonte. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all 4 Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Pace car pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. Terry Labonte, look at him as he's going and being side by side with Jeff Gordon. Bill Elliott is getting all over the back of Terry Labonte now. Sterling Marlin, he's going a nose underneath Craven, but it looks like Craven blocks, and Craven will have 4th position for now. Jeff Gordon has the nose ahead, but can Craven get to the back of Jeff Gordon's bumper? Sterling Marlin giving Craven a good push down the back straightaway. Gordon's going to go up, and he's going to go with Terry Labonte. Ricky Craven does not have much experience here at Daytona, so Gordon is going with the more experience as Marlin is giving Craven a whale of a push. And boy, what a run Craven is getting. Sterling Marlin giving Craven a whale of a push. Terry Labonte, I think he's trying to push Jeff Gordon, but that inside is prevailing. Down the front straightaway. They go. Ricky Craven in the 25. He goes up to get his Hendrick teammate. The last lap is out, and Marlin getting the push from Mark Martin as we have this aerial shot here. Sterling Marlin to the inside now. Ward Burton, 3rd car on the inside. Not a factor all race long, but here he is at the end. Coming off of turn number 2. Oh, Ricky Rudd to the inside, and we got trouble. Down the back straightaway, lots of cars are involved. Hamilton, Kyle Petty, Ricky Rudd upside down. Ricky Rudd goes on his lid. That is the third car upside down as we are going to race back to the line. Sterling Marlin is your leader. Can Marlin get his third Daytona 500? Mark Martin is right there. Marlin goes high, giving enough room for Martin, but I don't think that'll be enough. Sterling Marlin gets his third career Daytona 500 victory. Huge wreck in turn number 3 here as Bill Elliott, Dale Jarrett in his third wreck, heavily involved as we got lots of cars. Kyle Petty with his own team. The front end of his car is completely battered in. But Sterling Marlin, winner of the 94 and 95 Daytona 500, will get it done here in 97. It is not a hat trick, but still he has won 3 Daytona 500s. Mark Martin finishes second, and then Ward Burton and Ricky Craven finished third and fourth respectively. That was a really big wreck there in turn number 2. As Ricky Rudd, he goes upside down. He was the third car to go in the air and over in some way in this race. Because in the beginning, Robert Presley, he had that wild ride. He's still at Halifax Hospital. Dale Earnhardt, you saw him on track, very battered, but he was still racing even though he went upside down. And now Ricky Rudd is going to complete that trifecta. Here's the replay of the wreck. Burton gets in the Ricky Rudd in probably the worst spot possible. And then farther back, Kenny Wallace gets turned around. Jeff Burton, I believe, just saves the car. Bobby Hamilton spins, and just the entire field gets cluttered up. Terry Labonte almost wins it, and Dale Jarrett pops Ricky Rudd. And that's what makes Ricky Rudd flip over. He gets hit by another car there. There's Dale Earnhardt. He just gets through the wreck. As we do have an onboard from Dale Jarrett of this same wreck. Yeah, there you see further in the back. I believe that's Brett Bodine that got into another car. And Dale Jarrett looking for a room, looking for the room, and it just closes up right there. So not so good for Dale Jarrett, but congrats again to Sterling Marlin on winning his third Daytona 500. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all 4 Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart. 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Pace car pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. Gordon first, Terry Labonte second. Ricky Craven did not get a good start, as he and Jeremy Mayfield are now side by side for the 4th position. Turn number 1, now turn number 2. Jeff Gordon is still your leader. Gordon looking for his first ever Daytona 500 victory. As Rick Hendrick, he is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. There goes Bill Elliott to the inside, and Hendrick teammate Ricky Craven is going to follow suit. Ricky Craven replacing Ken Schrader in the 25 ride. Could he make a statement here? Terry Labonte is falling back. Ricky Craven is now in 3rd. Bill Elliott in 2nd. Jeff Gordon is still your leader. But how long can Gordon hold off? Bill Elliott to the inside. As they're going to be side by side, white flag is out here in the final, or Daytona 500. Side by side, Jeremy Mayfield trying to make it 3 wide. Jeremy Mayfield never really called his number. He quietly made his way up the field because of all the wrecks. Here he is in 3rd position as we are on board here with Bill Elliott. Down the back straightaway, Mark Martin now to the inside of Mayfield. Bill Elliott has clear sailing. Can Elliott get another Daytona 500? There goes Mayfield to the inside. Elliott stays high, don't know why. Mark Martin now follows Mayfield through. Mike Skinner, the pole setter, is up to 3rd. Mayfield off of turn number 4. And an upset, an incredible upset. Jeremy Mayfield makes it through, and he will win his first ever Daytona 500. Jeremy Mayfield, not known as much about him, but here he is in the number 37 Kmart RC Cola car, and he gets his first ever Daytona 500 victory. Mike Skinner, on the pole, such high hopes for the former Truck Series driver. He finally makes his way up into the top 5, so a good start by him and that second RCR team. As here's the finish cam, Mayfield wins. Ooh, so close, but I gotta give it to Mark Martin in second place. And there, the rest of the top 10 is on your screen. As again, Jeremy Mayfield pulling probably one of the biggest upsets in recent memory of NASCAR, as he and that lower team was able to make it through all the wrecks and is able to win with all the right moves here in the 1997 Daytona 500. We will take a break here as we'll go to Victory Lane and we will interview our newest winner of the Great American Race. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all for Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Pace car pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. Gordon leads. Terry Labonte second. Rick Hendrick racing. All the cars are 1, 2, 3. Bill Elliott in the 4th Thunderbird. He's right there to potentially spoil it all. Jeff Gordon, number 1 Daytona 500, your 1995 champion. Can he get it done? Hendrick teammates are 2nd and 3rd as they go through turn number 2. Bill Elliott, you see there, he is in 4th, but it looks like Terry Labonte is still in the high side. He has 3rd right now, but for how long? Gordon still leads as the pack is hungry behind. On board with Bill Elliott, as you see, going through all the rough bumps that is at Daytona. Ricky Craven, I believe that is 2nd. Yes, it is, as Mark Martin is going to move into 4th. Martin in the 4th, and how about Ricky Rudd moving into 5th? Ricky Craven now underneath Jeff Gordon. Last lap here. Ricky Craven on a very veteran-like moves and dumps Jeff Gordon. And can Ricky Craven not just get his first ever Daytona 500 win, but also his first ever race win in the Winston Cup Series? Remember, back in 1996, Ricky Craven had that hard crash at the sister track Talladega, flying through the air, hitting the catch fence, ending his day. Ricky Rudd to the inside now. Bill Elliott. Will Craven block, or will he stick with Elliott? Craven blocks Rudd. Elliott is falling back with Jeff Gordon. Ricky Rudd in the number 10 car, off of turn number 4. Can he get by Ricky Craven? 1, 2, Ricky Craven. Jeff Burton moves to the inside, and that'll be enough. Ricky Craven gets his first career win at Daytona. I honestly believe if Jeff Burton did not make that pass, I think Ricky Rudd could have made something out of Ricky Craven. Terry Labonte finishes in the top 5. Mike Skinner with a nice comeback. He started off well, but in the middle of the race kind of fell back, but because of the crashes, Mike Skinner has made his way back to the front. The rest of the top 10 is on your screen as we will show you the finish cam here. Ricky Craven wins. Ricky Rudd, I believe he gets 2nd here. Yes, he does. And Mike Skinner just gets into the top 5, getting by Bill Elliott. So what an amazing finish to the 1997 Daytona 500. A young guy by the name of Ricky Craven. He is the new driver replacing Ken Schrader, who moves over to the 33 ride for Andy Petrie Racing. And now Craven is a winner in the Cup Series and at Daytona. We will take a break here and we'll go to Victory Lane as we will interview our newest winner of Daytona, Ricky Craven. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all 4 Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart. 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Pace car pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. We only have 2 laps to decide the winner here at Daytona. Jeff Gordon, Terry Labonte, never won a Daytona 500 before. Ricky Craven, never won a race ever. Bill Elliott, he has won a Daytona 500 before, but not with his team, the 94 car. Sterling Marlin, 2 times in a row he has, 94 and 95. Can Marlin get 3? Down the back straightaway, Gordon and Terry Labonte are side by side. Gordon and Labonte, oh so strong. Will Terry Labonte give in to Gordon? He might have to. Bill Elliott is not on the back of Terry Labonte. That does give the edge to Jeff Gordon. But does Ricky Craven have anything to say about it? Down the front straightaway, as they're going to get the white this time. That signifies the final lap here in the 1997 Daytona 500. Craven to the low side. Gordon, he goes high. He wants to go with Terry Labonte as we got this aerial shot here. Ricky Craven is down low. Gordon goes to block. Marlin stays right there on the inside too. To turn number 2 now. Jeff Gordon down the back straightaway. Ricky Craven. Craven's going to go up with Terry Labonte. Marlin is alone, but Burton is behind. Marlin and Terry Labonte are going to go side by side, but it's all Gordon. 1995 Winston Cup champion. Never won the Daytona 500 until potentially today. Ricky Craven's going to get one last run on Jeff Gordon. Can Ricky Craven upset here? Coming off of turn number 4. It's not going to be enough for Rick Hendrick, who has leukemia. Jeff Gordon is going to win the 1997 Daytona 500. The Rainbow Warriors have done it. Gordon is able to hold him off. Gordon was going to be the winner if that last caution ended the race, but since it didn't, Gordon had 2 more laps to hold him off, and he has done it. Ricky Craven finishes 2nd. Sterling Marlin finishes 3rd. I believe Burton finishes 4th, as we'll show you the finish cam here. Jeff Gordon is your winner. Then it's Craven, Marlin, Burton, and then Terry Labonte finishes in the top 5. The rest of the top 10 is on your screen, as it is not Hendrick 1, 2, 3, but it is Hendrick 1, 2. Ricky Craven in 2nd position. Best career finish for that man, as Gordon is able to go into victory lane for the first time ever in the Great American Race. We'll take a break and then we'll interview with him in victory lane. Don't go away. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all 4 Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart. 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Pace car pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. Down the front straightaway, Terry Labonte high, Gordon low. Bill Elliott looks like he's going to solidly be in 3rd as he now clears Ricky Craven. It's going to be that much harder now for Rick Hendrick to go 1, 2, 3. Jeff Gordon now giving, boy, he's going to get the edge of Bill Elliott there on the inside. Terry Labonte is battling back though, as he has Jeremy Mayfield to the high side. Mayfield, through all the wrecks, makes his way up into the top 5 and could potentially win it. Gordon's going to go up with Terry Labonte, as Bill Elliott getting help from Ricky Craven. coming up of turn number 4. Bill Elliott is going to be your leader. As he goes out in front, Gordon, Craven side by side now for second. Craven going up trying to get a side drive from Gordon, but that's going to open up the door for Sterling Marlin. White flag is out here at Daytona. Sterling Marlin to the low side as they are 3 abreast. Bill Elliott has so many lanes to choose from, but here comes Marlin. Oh boy, Sterling Marlin, 94-95 Daytona 500 champion. Ward Burton, we have not talked about him at all. He had some problems earlier in the race. Here he is, battling back. Marlin high, he's going to catch Bill Elliott. But here comes Ward Burton, and that is Darrell Waltrip, 1989 Daytona 500 champion in his own ride. Off of turn number 4, he is between a couple of Burtons as Ward Burton, Darrell Waltrip to the inside. He's going to make it close. Here they come to the line side by side, and we cannot tell. This camera view did not tell us who the winner is. Could you, oh boy, could you believe it? Could you believe that Darrell Waltrip could win his Daytona 500 in this incredible upset? But I think it was Ward Burton, guys. I believe Ward Burton has done it, and he is your first ever Daytona 500 winner. First win in his career. His little brother Jeff finishes in the top 5. We will show you the finish cam here, and I think Ward Burton has finally done it. Here it is in slow-mo. Ward Burton, he looks like he has the nose ahead, but the question is, how close was it? Ooh, that close. By 2/100ths of a second, Ward Burton in the 22 MBNA Pontiac. Out of nowhere, I might add. Like, he wasn't really a factor all race long, but he somehow, magically, makes his way up to the front, and he upsets. He is able to win it all here. So, we will take a break here as we are going to go to Victory Lane, and we are going to interview our newest winner of the Great American Race. There you see him, Ward Burton. I bet he is absolutely surprised, shocked, and happy all the way around. So we'll take a break here, and then we'll go to Victory Lane and interview that happy man. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all 4 Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart. 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Pace car pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. Down the front straightaway, Jeff Gordon is your leader. Terry Labonte to the high side. Bill Elliott in 3rd, Ricky Craven in 4th. That's about to switch as Craven giving Terry Labonte a good shove. Down to turn number 1, down turn number 2 now. Mark Martin is now in 5th. And it looks like Martin wants more as he's going to go underneath Bill Elliott for the 4th position. There you see Ward Burton farther in the back getting a push from Darrell Waltrip. But right now, Hendrick Motorsports 1, 2, 3. If the caution ended the race, Hendrick Motorsports would have finished 1, 2, 3. But we have 2 extra laps here. Can Gordon hold him off? Terry Labonte in 2nd. On the high side, that is Bill Elliott. Could he potentially get a push from Sterling Marlin? Here they come to the line. White flag is out, and Terry Labonte goes underneath Jeff Gordon. Terry Labonte, he's not holding back, and he found the ultimate run down toward turn number 1. Mark Martin's going to go up. He wants to get some side draft off Jeff Gordon. That gives room to Ward Burton, though. Ward, we have not talked about him all race long. Down the back straightaway, Ward Burton, Mark Martin side by side for 2nd. Ward Burton's going to go up. He wants to get a slingshot on Terry Labonte, but here comes Ricky Rudd. Rudd in the number 10 car, getting a push from Jeff Burton as Terry Labonte goes out to block Rudd. Coming off of turn number 4, it is Labonte, Rudd, Jeff Burton, 1, 2, 3. And Rudd goes to the inside, and Jeff Burton's going to push with. Here they come, side by side to the line. Too close to call. I want to say Terry Labonte has finally done it and won here at Daytona, but we're going to get the results here in a couple of minutes. We're following Ricky Rudd now because Ricky Rudd is absolutely convinced that he has won it at the last moment. Ricky Rudd, as you know, running his own team in number 10, tied for Thunderbird. But guys, that finish was so close. I have absolutely no idea who won it. All I know is that Jeff Burton has helped Ricky Rudd get to second, if not the win. So we'll show you the finish cam here, as this is a nice piece of technology we have. Jeff Burton giving Ricky Rudd the push of his life. And Terry Labonte, as you know, 1996 Winston Cup champion. But as we just see, Ricky Rudd closes it in. Just hundredths, thousandths of a second. And here they come to the line. We will pause it to show you the exact margin here. Would you look at that? Absolutely dead even. But NASCAR is calling for Ricky Rudd as your victor of the 1997 Daytona 500. You guys want to know the margin? We're talking IndyCar terms. 1/1000th of a second. Ricky Rudd has done it. He has finally won the Daytona 500. Remember in 1984 in the Busch Clash, Ricky Rudd had that wild crash. His eyes were absolutely injured. He could barely see. And now, 13 years later, Ricky Rudd is finally a winner here in the Great American Race with his own team. So guess what? We're going to go down victory lane here, and we are going to interview our newest winner of the Daytona 500, and that is Ricky Rudd. Congrats to him and that entire team. Coming to the restart, we only have 2 laps of racing to go. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, all 4 Hendrick Motorsports, are going to restart. 1, 2, 3. Rick Hendrick is not at Daytona because he is battling leukemia. Can any of the Hendrick guys do it? Or can Bill Elliott ruin it? And could he potentially win? Payscar pulls on in. Here we go. 2 laps. Who is going to win it? Gordon, Labonte, Craven, or somebody out of the back? Here we go. The flagman has a green in the air, and we are racing 2 laps to go. Here we go. Down the front straightaway. Jeff Gordon to the inside of Terry Labonte. Ricky Craven, he looks like he's going to give a push to Jeff Gordon. Gordon, he has never won the Daytona 500. Craven, he has never won a race. Terry Labonte has never won the Daytona 500 either. Down the back straightaway, Mark Martin is in 5th. Martin never won the Daytona 500 either. He would like to get one for him and Roush. Down the back straightaway, Jeff Gordon is still your leader though. Coming through turn number 3 here, Jeff Gordon is in front. Wow! Ricky Craven, he did not let up. Gordon tried to block, but he was smart and moved up to the high side. On board with Mark Martin down the front straightaway. Look how bumpy that road is. Craven, he's going to try to get a side draft off of Gordon, but that gives room to Mark Martin as we have 1 lap to go here in Daytona 500. Down the front straightaway, Martin all by himself. What an amazing run through turn number 1. Look at him now, 2-car length lead over Ricky Craven. Hendrick boys are on the high side. Ricky Craven is right there in 2nd. Craven's going to move high. He wants to get with his Hendrick teammates as look at how many cars are in the main pack. Craven is to the high side. Look at Darrell Waltrip in the 17 car. He moves into 2nd. He has a strong run on Mark Martin. Coming off of turn number 4, it is Martin. He is your leader, and he could potentially win it. Darrell Waltrip to the inside. Burton follows Waltrip. Here they come. We're going to have a close finish side by side, and we cannot tell. Absolutely close finish, and I am absolutely convinced that Mark Martin has done it. There is no confirmation yet, but Mark Martin never won Daytona 500 before. He's been with Roush for a while. Roush has never won Daytona 500 either. But did he actually win? We will go to the finish cam and we will get our confirmation there. As Mark Martin is probably in front and he gets it done. Look how slow this camera is. Very innovative technology we have. Jeff Burton is in third as he gives the run to Waltrip, and we're about to find out. Because it looks like Martin was definitely in front, but Waltrip is coming. And so as they come to the line, we will stop the camera, and we are about to find out. Wow. There you go. The picture tells the tale. Darrell Waltrip, and the results have finally come in. Darrell Waltrip, by 3/1000ths of a second, beat Mark Martin to the line. Darrell Waltrip, in his own ride, gets his second ever Daytona 500 victory. Took him 16 tries to win the first time, and now 8 years later, Darrell Waltrip has done it again in one of the most improbable ways to win the Daytona 500, absolutely destroying the record for closest margin of victory in the Daytona 500. And he has no one to thank but Jeff Burton, the Exide Batteries Ford, which ironically is Mark Martin's teammate. So guess what? We're gonna go to victory lane here. We're gonna take a break here as well, and we're gonna interview Darrell Waltrip and his second ever Daytona 500 victory. So there you go. 10 attempts, 10 winners. Let me know which one was your favorite. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for all the support. Be sure to look out for all the Speed Weeks videos, and as always, I will see you next time.